The Hilltap Tavern is the venue that restored my faith in the hardcore punk scene in New York City. It was like an oasis after a long walk through the desert. For years, it had seemed that the d.i.y. and underground ethics and community had been gone. Hardcore comes in waves, goes up and down. When I came into the scene as a young man in the middle 90s, it was in an upswing. Everything was thriving. Then people outgrew it, and I guess if you outgrow it, you were never really in it. There was people like myself who were lifers, who knew from the very beginning, this is what it's about. This is where I belong, and I want to continue to be part of this. Start my own band, book my own shows. I knew that at a very early age. That's what I wanted to do. Gentrification got into full swing in the East Village and took all the old venues away, and eventually even took CBGB's. But we kept on trying. Us lifers kept trying. And there's a lot like me that kept it alive. And sometimes our efforts seemed futile. We would put all the effort into booking these shows and promoting, and nobody would come out. It would just be the bands playing among themselves. And you try to hand a flyer to somebody who dressed the part. They had a Bad Brain shirt, or they had a Judge hoodie or something, and you hand them a flyer and they fucking ignored you. Like, what the fuck was this? And when the big bands and the reunion bands come through, they pack the big venues, but they ignore what's going on right in their own neighborhood. Today. Then along came the Hilltap. Like I said, the oasis. After a long walk in the desert, yeah, there was times that I thought I'd given up. Thought I was wasting my time. Maybe I am too old. Maybe it is time to move on and do something better with my time. But for love of the game, for love of the music and the scene, or maybe just because I'm too goddamn stubborn, or maybe I didn't know what to do with myself, I stuck it out, and the Hilltap made me grateful that I did. Finally, a venue where the owner not only accepted us, but welcomed us with open arms. A place where kids came from all over the boroughs, from Westchester and Long Island. It wasn't just kids staying in their area among their clique and not venturing out to anybody else. Is what I saw when I first came in, reborn. And we're sorry to see the Hilltap close. But it's the end of a great chapter in the history of New York hardcore punk, and it's fitting that it was in Queens, the birthplace of punk rock in the first place. So come out and say goodbye. But it's not the end. After Saturday, there will be more shows. Keep coming out. Keep the faith. Keep forging ahead.